guys, welcome back to my video. This is Mr. Friends with here, and welcome back to What If Deku was Spider-Man Part 4. So, we last left off with Izuku walking away, so knowing who is it, who am I, so let's just straight into it, and let's go. The stray glasses guy said, "Alright, since Aizawa Sensei hasn't arrived yet, I will do a roll call." While the glasses guy was taking off the roll call, he came out to the desk and been seen as empty. As a glasses guy anyone knows, who sits behind the explosion works user. As Oraka said, "Oh, you mean Izuku Midoriya? He told me that he would be here later, said he had something urgent to do." As Izuku said to his mind, "My god, this outfit for my suit is amazing. I can finally feel the air in my face and my mouth, not being suffocated by many layers of cloth. Now time to head to UA before I'm late." As Izuku feel a tingle or a spider sense, Izuku's mind said, What now?" As he pulled out his phone and seems like a bank is never seems like a bank is near me. He's getting robbed, probably guy with a gun. I can deal with him and have enough time to get to class. Ouch. With Izuku swings his way to the bank only to see an electric light show happening inside the building. As Izuku mind said, "Now that's something you don't see every day. Time to check it out." As Izuku swung right into the bank window, shattering it, only to see that nobody was inside. But the entrance to the bank vault was completely opened, but seems to house one person. As Izuku said, I guess I found an electric Willy." As a twip sound, as the guy said, "What the? Oh, it's you." As Izuku said, "Yeah, you know me. What's your name, mister?" As the guy said, "Name's Electro. Get out of my way." As Izuku said, "No way, Electro Willy." As Izuku uses web to close the vault door, as Electro said, "What the? Well, guess we're stuck here for a little bit. Wanna play 20 question?" As Izuku punched Electro in thumb bar, maybe as punch is missed. As Electro said, "Fine, we'll play punchies." As Izuku then went to the punch Electro, but before he could even make a contact, a jolt of electricity had made contact with Izuku. As Izuku screams, "Ah!" As Electro said, "Yeah, electricity hurts." As Electro said, "Hey kid." As Deku said, "What?" As Electro had about enough of Deku and tactics, so he decided to shut him up with electricity punch. As Izuku said, "Whoa!" As Electro standing above Izuku, now kid, let me be with the money. I'm already late, so just lay off if you know what's good for you." As Electro then got out and seen as Deku just laying on the ground, still suffering the effects of the electricity. Okay. As Izuku said, quickly noted that 30 minutes later, as Izuku mind said, "Man, that Electro guy is really did a number of me." At least he explained what happens when you put a fork in electric and socket. Hopefully I can get to class before the late bells ring. At the right time, the ring sounds. Jisuku said, "Just my luck." Jisuku had made his way to the door of Class 1A and was close to an opening until he opened itself to reveal a guy with the glasses. As the guy said, "You're late. Something a hero training would never do. You should be ashamed to call yourself a hero in training." As Izuku said, "Sorry." As Izuku said, "When did you become a pro hero that teaches this class?" As the guy said, "First of all, my name is Tanya Ida. And second, I may not be a pro, but I am sibling to one." As Izuku, "Well, congrats, Ida. Not only are you possibly the most business person I know, but possibly the most annoying." As Ida said, "Whatever, just take a seat. We don't need another no good vigilante in the frame with the real pro heroes work in the future." As Izuku said, "Mind. No vigilante, no good vigilante, jeez. Wish I could wipe his mouth shut." As Izuku didn't want and sat down on his seat, waiting for a real teacher or a pro to come in anytime and start the class. "So, mister, I have a sibling who a pro can shut up. I'm coming through the door like a normal person. I thought he was the number one hero, All Might. In all his, well, of the Class 1A, has started going crazy and finally getting confirmation that All Might was really teaching at UA." Now All Might said, "Now everyone, I would like to say that I will be subbing for Mr. Izawas, who had attended an emergency meeting. Now everyone put your hero costume and head out to District 7. And as District 7, I think that District 7, he said, as everyone had already come out with their hero outfits on except for one who was finished putting his own making his way down to the hallway. As Izuku said, good thing I made this costume as my prototype before I decide to go with now as a portable heater. It isn't that state of the art flashy, but it means something I remember when I first drew this at a young age to help my mom. She still hasn't waking up, but I know someday she will awake, and that's I could finally apologize to her. This suit doesn't just mean something to me, it's something to my mom that she helped me decide what to act like the river All Might here at the Smiling Mountain of Peace. You know this costume, it's an ugly one." As meanwhile in the labs, the scientist Okadem, as he said, "Mr. Labram, I must warn you that the microscopic for this experiment had been tested on spiders. Yet if you could give me at least 2 weeks." As Labram said, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We will lose contact with UA and their trust and liver labs will be dead. So something you gotta do things yourself. As the scientist said, "I don't know, sir. I think we should call Stan to come around and so he could help us with the experiment. He will find the error in the process." As the Libram said, "No, don't call Stan. No, you can do fine on your own. Now hand me process start. A core combination of emerald and elves. Make them notice. As the arrow critical said. As the process computer. As a new quirk created. A quirk inhabitor of Lirum, quirk goblin. As Uraka. Let's head back to UA. As Uraka said, hey Deku, your costume looks cool. As Izuku said, really? You think so? As Izuku said, don't nosebleed. You all probably wondering why Izuku is taking that. Well, it's because for Uraka's suit it was like skin tight bodysuit, possibly enough to make the strongest of teens nosebleed. I love this school. As Izuku said, huh? As All Might said, alright. Then today, the original plan was to have you all do all heroes versus villains practice. But thanks to sudden change, we will resort to 1v1. 1v1. Now you all be wondering, who will face against who? Who will it will be? Thanks to these 2 boxes that have all your names, so I will put my hand into 4 boxes to see which name should I took. As the first name is Tenki Kaminari versus Izuku Midoriya. As Tenki was getting himself prepared while Izuku has been mothering up storm about how good his quirk would be. As All Might said, now you two will be head to the center of the fake city and fight there. Now everyone else, come with me to the control room at the center of the city. As Kaminari said, good luck, Izuku. I won't hold back my quirk on you. As Izuku said, good luck to you, Kaminari. As the start sounds, as the battle had started, but things was nobody had moved yet. Kaminari was still stretching his while Izuku was still wondering what Kaminari's quirk was until a spark is coming out to Kaminari as Izuku felt his fighter scent gun on. As Izuku might said, no way, his quirk is electricity. At least I'm familiar with that. I'm up against Kaminari. Said, reminder Izuku, I ain't holding back. With that, the battle had begun. With the spark flying the tingles, tingling Izuku was trying to his best to try to not to get close to Kaminari, since he had experienced electricity at 100%. He didn't want to electrify again, so Izuku would try to keep his distance, but occasionally got bit by a jolt of Kaminari electricity, but was able to go in par for a punch or 2, an old hit run tactic. As Izuku's mind said, okay, he has to be near the drawback of his quirk. We've been fighting for a good 15 minutes. The drawback will start to kick in. As Kaminari says, come on Izuku. Wrong, have to fear of electricity. Now Izuku said, nah. Just the first time seeing the electric light showing the person. As Kaminari said, well, enjoy it. As Kaminari began to dumb. And passed out. As All Might, Kaminari is down, so Izuku Midoriya is the winner. As Izuku said, thank goodness. I didn't know how long I could stay conscious. As Izuku passed out again, and meanwhile in the alley, so he got the money from the electric break. a special occasion. Whatever, as long we have the money, we should be good. Actually, we did the we did the luxury to get the money for anyway. Easy to hire many people, the other people like us to attack at the future event of evolving a certain high school. But how? How did you make him get the money? Would he have refused? But only easy because if he didn't accept to help, I would take the thing precious to him. So what is precious thing he had? His quirk, of course. Now time to heal back to base before the spider freak comes. Alright, let's go. Meanwhile, in the infirmary, as Izuku wakes up and Uraraka said, Deku, calm down. As Izuku said, huh? Where am I? What is this place? As Uraraka said, you lost consciousness at the practice as a facilities or some medic robots brought you as Kaminari to the school infirmary. As Izuku said, oh, how is Kaminari? He's doing fine. Just went far beyond his quirk limit before his drawback kick in. As Izuku said, that's good. That's good to hear. Wait, where's Kachan? As Uraraka said, he is doing his 1v1 right now. He's up against this guy who has an ice quirk and a fire quirk. As Izuku said, well, hope he wins and doesn't go too far with the battle. I don't want to end up killing someone. Excuse me, young lady, but there's something me and the young Midori must discuss. Both teams look towards the door to see a deflated man. And as Uraraka said, huh? Sure, mister. See you later, Deku. With that, Uraraka left the room, leaving Mizuku with the deflated man. He didn't know who is this. As Izuku said, well, mister, what is it you needed to discuss with me? Please call me Toshinori, and I will want to discuss with you. As Izuku heard his name as Izuku said, huh? We know at the training facility. The frog girl said, well, the first battle was actually pretty good. My show record is, as the kid with the red hair said. Yeah, the green-haired guy was right on the mark. As all the class 1 had been discussing the first battle since their sub-teacher had to have for something urgent, but while everyone was discussing they didn't seem to notice that Ida was trying to get them to be quiet before. Because All Might wasn't able to shut all of them up. All the class 1A looked behind them to find their scary homeroom teacher ready to expel some asses. I don't want to get demonetized here, so as class 1A said, his scary time skip. Everyone had to finish their training and had made their way back to class, and if so, both Izuku and Kaminari were able to make it back to class. We joined class 1A in the last few minutes before the end of the day. As Aizawa said, alright, since I wasn't here for two and a half, 3 the class, I'm going to go ahead and say everything went well. A silent that was heard. As Aizawa said, alright, so that means everyone should be outgoing on a little field trip the next few days. as a silent again. As Isawa said to his mind, I don't get paid enough for this. As Isawa said, if you aren't happy when the bus arrives and leaves, too bad, so sad. Class dismiss. Everyone guns up and get out, and this is going to be the end. Make sure to go like and subscribe. Make sure to leave that notification if you never missed